さあ、音声チェック。いつも通りのことをやっていこう。違う。あれ、まだやな。おっと、これは時間がかかるかしら。始まってる。で、音声チェック。始まってる。入ってるね、音声は。ではツイートいたしまして。よいしょ。これでいいかな。では、どうも、さくらです。今回はエグゾプライマルのストーリーがまた20個ぐらいね、分析データが溜まったので、とりあえずちょっとデータを見ていこうかなと思います。
Future. Nobby's future. Wall to wall Stratovators.
では続き。
Yikes. Listen to this. A nice little chat with IBS Information Security.
Somebody in 2040 got themselves tangled up with InfoSec? I hope they had a new job lined up. And a new asshole.
I want you to know, I am sorry it had to come to this. Just answer their questions and this will all be over soon.
Thank you, Dr. Science. We'll take it from here. So, employee number 017618.
That's me. I have a name.
You like working here at Anchor Division? Enjoy your job?
Will you drop the routine and tell me what's going on?
Your recent actions have negatively impacted operations at Anchor Division.
I've done nothing that violates the professional conduct guide.
These actions have raised questions about your information security.
My memoranda were filed according to IBIS safety protocols, okay?
You're being placed on administrative leave.
There it is.
But before you go, we need to be sure you haven't abused your access to Anchor Division information.
I know better than anyone what happens to leakers.
Excellent. Then this will be very simple. Will you allow IBIS officers to accompany you to your apartment to confiscate your personal information devices for inspection?
Absolutely not.
In that case, it is my duty to inform you that effective immediately, your IBIS passport has been rescinded.
What?
Pending a full inquiry.
Well, how am I supposed to leave the island?
That's really not my problem.
それ俺には関係ないことですって。
This Anchor Division researcher, the one who got fired trying to warn people about Leviathan. We have her employee ID, yes?
Affirmative.
So, employee number 017618.
That's me. I have a name.
The voice. Is this the same person who confronted signs in the earlier recordings?
They're actively covering it up. For the sake of due diligence, sir, at least read my report.
The voice print is an exact match.
She worked by the book. Tried to warn signs. He did not listen. So she took matters into her own hands. I like this person.
The consequences were more extreme than she anticipated.
Explain.
The researcher claimed that this lab footage was altered to obscure the truth of the incident. I believe I have located the unaltered file.
Holy shit. All her warnings came true, and they terminated her.
Anchor Division records show that the same employee ID was the intended recipient of the hidden text message we located.
That find me through Leviathan nonsense. Display it. Yannick Noddy. Whoever he was, he thought she could help. We need to know more. Have we located Anchor Division personnel records?
A copy of Anchor Division personnel records is available.
Search for her ID.
Searching 017618. Match detected.
What? But that's... Mother of God.
あれよね。チーフの亡くなったって言われてる妹。
Haruka Lorenzo. Sunday main screen. Chief, when exactly did you say your sister passed?
3 years ago. One of the first outbreaks. Never found out more than that. You know how the
Chief
network
Haruka
was.
Lorenzo. She is alive. On the island. In the past.
そういうことか。でも、今生きてるかは分からへんわけよね。その結局あの災害があったから。
Chief?
Chief Lorenzo!
Sandy, careful!
Go ahead. Hey, go away from me now.
Oh dear.
Let me think. Let me think.
I'll just pick this up. Oh.
Okay, Sandy. You know the drill. Full articulation refit.
I hope that was not a mistake. Bless him.
3.
Cole.
Are you joking?
This is real. Come
Ace,
on.
are you using time travel to cheat? Look at me, be honest.
We can save her. Haruka's alive. Back then, in the war game, we can save her.
That's easier said than done, Chief.
Don't give me that it's impossible shit. Dinosaurs should be impossible, but they turn up in my goddamn breakfast cereal. This is my sister. There's got to be a way.
Excuse me, elders. If you were starting a new game, could you deal me a hand?
Sandy, you told a joke.
A joke often employs a double meaning. The comparison of my manipulator to a hand of cards. Also, Ace is cheating.
I knew it.
You monster.
I can't believe
This
it.
whole time.
Wow.
For shame. You should be ashamed.
Give it back. All of it. I know how much it is. Sandy, why is it you are staring at the screwdriver? It's been 10 minutes.
I am reviewing the algorithm used in my ethics subroutines. I am unsure if it is best to relocate the screwdriver.
Ah, so this is the infamous best screwdriver.
Affirmative.
Sandy, it is only screwdriver, okay? See?
That was very decisive.
Problem solved. Now anyone can use any of the other 10 screwdrivers on board. Game over.
Inquiry. Will one of the other screwdrivers become the new best screwdriver?
Only if there is no God.
And if there is a new best screwdriver, is there protocol for the previous best screwdriver?
There is nothing special about that screwdriver, Sandy. It's how you use a screwdriver. Any screwdriver that makes it special. Very simple.
So there is nothing special about the older tools. All tools are replaceable.
Keep a tool, throw a tool away. Only rule is, don't act like a tool.
I understand. What should I tell Aldous about the old best screwdriver?
What about the screwdriver? Where's the best screwdriver? Badge?
戻ってきたんや。
I am leaving now.
これで終わりな。結局その他のやつと全く見た目が一緒やったんかな。そこにポンって戻されたってことよね。
So, wait a minute. All this time, Heisel is a side effect of time travel? They just juice it out of dead dinosaurs?
Not just the dinosaurs.
We've been running exosuits on Hyzor for 3 years or more, and there's no shortage.
Don't be so sure. IBS makes me account for every drop of Hyzor we bring on board. At least we know why dinosaurs bleed black. Lozol. Unrefined Lozol in the blood.
After outbreaks, IBS cleanup crews are always Johnny on his spot. Have you noticed how quick they haul off carcasses? Huh? I should have known. If they weren't up to something, they'd outsource that job like they do all the other dirty ones.
But the whole economy is running on, what, dinosaur blood fuel? Oh, I wish I found that harder to believe.
なるほどな。結局その画期的なエネルギーっていうのは恐竜の血だったと。恐竜の血から生成されたもんやったっていう感じか。ハイゾルプレゼン資料外部共有禁止。ハイゾルの価値。ハイゾルは間違いなくエネルギー業界に革命を起こす物質となり、わずか1リットルのハイゾルで軽自動車は300キロの走行が可能です。スマートフォンの電池を小型化したハイゾル変換器と入れ替えれば充電なしで1年間使用可能です。このハイゾル生成技術は競合他社よりも優れた最先端技術となります。IBS 社の完全子会社であるアンカーディビジョンはハイゾルの生産と供給に関して全ての対応が可能です。時空ポテンシャルエネルギーは最低1億年以上。ボルテックスはボルテックサー技術。取得時に物質へ変化。個体が大きい生物は取得量が増加。ローゾル原料出力物質。判定のため費用負荷。時空フィールド操作による生成。ボルテックサー技術。ハイゾル安定した安全な燃料源。2032年に初めて白亜紀の恐竜消化に成功しました。恐竜体内にローゾルを発見して以来、我々はその燃料を進化させるためにハイゾル生成工程を強化改善しました。現段階で無限のハイゾル生成の実現は目前まで来ている状況です。IBS 本社から指摘のあった恐竜からの非効率なローゾル採取についても改善のめどは立っています。そのためには本社からの投資が必要となります。この燃料が完成すれば従来のエネルギー業界に大きな変革をもたらすことになります。その資源も遠い過去より無限に調達可能です。今期のアンカーディビジョン予算見積もりのご検討よろしくお願いいたします。はあ。
Funny, isn't it? The Bikatoa Islanders had this whole culture, and now all that's left of it is this pile of stones.
Look around you. IBS left their own piles of stones too.
And Leviathan.
And Leviathan.
祈りの場のスケッチ。今やこれしか残ってないってことか。
Loading next file.
1 second, Sandy. Could you rewind that last audio? You know, Sandy, the more I hear this man's voice, the less I like him. What are you not telling me, Signs?
Commencing audio playback.
Okay. Are we recording? Good morning. Good morning. And what a beautiful morning it is. What?
5:30. Good lord. Okay, quick memo then. I'm going to be informing the section leaders of my little breakthrough in Vortexer tech today. As such, we'll be diverting half of the Anchor research staff to a new project, designation 181. We'll begin prototyping immediately. This device for the Stratovator is going to be the goose that laid the golden egg for us. Oh, that's good. I'll use that. Make that the project header, Golden Goose. Send out a meeting invitation. Top priority. We'll do a full briefing at 11 today, and make a note to have them bring the staff rosters and schedules. This is going to make us all very, very rich.
はあ、あの人は何、大金持ちになりたかったん？
Anchor Division records indicate that vortexes were being used to summon dinosaurs as far back as 2032, 8 years before the Bikatoa incident.
They kept it secret all that time.
I just can't believe these vortexers were made for transporting dinosaurs to the present for Heisel. There must be something we're missing here.
Yeah, and its name is Golden Goose. The device in Haruka's lab accident had the same codename. She was trying to prove it caused uncontrolled space-time distortion, that's all. But with Leviathan at the wheel, they suddenly had a full-on dinosaur outbreak in their lab. And even then, Anchor Division covered it up. Look at these two photos. If no one knows about the dangers of Golden Goose, the project stays funded. They were never going to put this R&D on hold.
Of course they weren't. They were looking at the total monopoly on Heisel, the fuel of the future. 700 miles to the gallon. That's the bottom line. IBS's dreams were coming true right here on Bikatoa Island.
And that brings us back to science.
Designation 181. The goose that laid the golden egg for us.
You were right, Chief. And Sandy. These 181 files Science has us searching for, they're not Leviathan components. Project 181 is Golden Goose. This must have been the new vortexer he was working on. And he expected us to get it back for him.
Sandy, play back that part about the Stratovator.
We'll begin prototyping immediately. This device for the Stratovator is going to be...
Science acted like he didn't know why the Stratovator came down. It's this!
There's something about this Golden Goose technology that he wants very badly indeed.
Despite its track record of space-time distortion and Lozol-covered monster dinosaurs.
Victoria, did you think I was a dinosaur when you shot me?
What kind of question is that?
Well, I think an apology is in order, personally.
I'm not apologizing to him.
I am much smaller than a dinosaur.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry, Sandy. There you go.
Thank you, Victoria. I will try to appear less dinosaur-like in the future.
You know, you're a really passive-aggressive android.
そうかそうか。サインズ博士はそういえばリヴァイアさん破壊するためにリヴァイアさんの情報がいるって言って181って言ってたよね。でもそれは結局ゴールデングースのことやったと。だからリヴァイアさんとは関係ないじゃないかっていうな。なるほど。
This is starting to feel pointless.
I find this is true of most things. What are we talking about today?
Every time we learn something about this island, the whole story makes less and less sense. Wait, look at this. Anchor Division bends over backwards to clean up this corrupted data. For what? It's an exosuit fighting raptors. How is that even possible? Exo fighters didn't start fighting dinosaurs until the Bikatoa incident. How am I supposed to find something useful to save us when everything I find contradicts itself?
Aldous.
What?
Come with me. You are acting weird. We have beer and fine tree to climb. This will be good for your mind.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. Oh, this isn't going to turn into you telling me more terrifying stories about your grandmother, is it?
I make no promises.
いや、なんか結構ぶっ飛んだおばあちゃんやってんな。
Oh, there's something about sailing that stirs the blood, Chief. Setting off across the blue horizon. Sailing away from it all. Off to experience the purest form of being with nature. A voyage into the unknown. Just a man. One with his ship. The sea. The wind. A journey that rewards all his focus and effort.
Aldous, man, are you getting misty-eyed about being stuck on a ship day in and day out, gazing out at the South Pacific, isolated from the rest of the world with no idea when you'll see it again? Well, congratulations! You're living a dream.
スキューバ号のトーラ1782年。めっちゃ前よね。これだって2040年とかの話やから。40年、43年か、現実は。イギリス海軍のスキューバ号がビクトア島に着岸し、原住民が初めてヨーロッパ人と出会った時の記録の一部。1782年、ジェームズ・パーケット船長の、パーケットなんかバーケット、どっちバーケットかな、船長の日記より、怪物の島に近づかないように他の島の住民からあれほど警告されていたが、怪物の島と呼ばれるビクター島に到着すると、意外にも友好的な原住民が海岸で出迎えてくれた。トンガでは多くの戦争用カヌーを目にしたが、この島には争いを想起させるものはどこにも見当たらない。ここには微笑ましい母権制社会があり、なんかな。人々は素晴らしく整備された畑からパンの木の実やヤムイモを収穫し生活を送っていた。ビクトア人は好奇心が旺盛で、警戒する様子もなくすぐさま船に船乗したが、そんな彼らを怖がらせたある出来事があった。航海士のホーキンス氏が普段から身につけている真っ黒なロングコートで甲板に姿を現すと、ビクトア人たちはひどく驚き、恐怖のあまり海に飛び込み、島まで泳いで帰ってしまった。ビキトア民族にとって黒は死や強運を招く忌み嫌う色であったのだ。そのため船員を含め黒い服を身につけて島へ上陸することが禁止された。彼らの文化へ配慮したことにより、高潔なビキトア民族とはさらなる親睦を深めることができ、固い絆で結ばれることとなった。なぜ黒が嫌われとったかって感じやね。また最高のドライバーが出たぞ。
Ace, good evening. Please speak softly. Aldous is currently resting. You may be pleased to know I have recovered the first best screwdriver. Aldous insisted it be recovered. I found it located 320 meters west in a canopy of Passiflora edulis. Aldous does not believe in replacing the first best screwdriver with the next. Chief Lorenzo believes objects such as the first best screwdriver hold one back in a changing world. But perhaps this is not the case when the object can change with the world. Ace? Sleep well, Ace.
話を聞いて結局そのまま寝てもうと。
Tourist brochure. Very useful for escaping in-sync computer.
Anything can provide a clue. A good investigator uses all his resources.
How many affordable 3-star hotels have you found?
You'll eat those words when this ends up saving our lives.
When you finish reading advertisement for already dead dinosaurs, maybe you can find some time to help with the live ones.
Majesty, I have to say, your near-death experience has not improved your people skills.
Less love talk. More war games.
ようからん。ビキター島の化石。化石の宝石箱と呼ばれている南太平洋の島、ビキトア島。この島では完全な状態の恐竜の化石が数多く発掘されています。白亜紀のビキトア島は多くの恐竜が生息するパンギア大陸の先端に位置していましたが、その後の地殻変動によって切り離されました。堆積岩層が ビクトア島の火山噴火の歴史を物語っていますが、その地層からタイムカプセルのように保管された古代生物の化石が発見されています。ビクトア島をハイキングするときにはぜひ周りの地面をよく見てください。新たな恐竜を発見できるかもしれません。なるほどね。
I have detected a minor anomaly in photographs of Bikatoa Island.
A minor anomaly? Let's not get carried away. Okay, Sandy?
This structure appears in the background of multiple images.
It's normal enough to me.
Affirmative. However, the angle and distance indicate that these images were taken from the same location.
Wait, hold up. This is where they were digging up fossils. It says right there. Cretaceous period fossil layer.
Are you sure the location's the same?
Affirmative.
That's not all. Remember that image of a damaged suit? We thought Anchor Division was burying it. This crack in the chest is an exact match. Same suit.
Origin suit.
I think it must be Origin, suit. Like the origin of this image is a suit.
Don't be foolish. Look here. Origin suit, Anchor Division reference exhibit Alpha 1175.
They were researching this origin suit. We saw it at the fossil dig site. Him and Powderhouse. They weren't dumping a wreck suit. They were digging one up.
You're saying IBS found a suit in the ground that had been buried for millions of years?
Sandy,
そういうこと
can
や
you
ったの？
identify this building in the background?
City planning records indicate the building was owned by Tuvao Power. IBS records indicate the building was demolished in 2023 in preparation for the construction of the Stratovator.
Before the exosuit program even started. Those dirty they didn't invent the exosuits. They found one. All Anchor did was reverse engineer it. Look at the back of it. Tell me that's not a vortexer.
They dug up suit equipped with vortexer?
How the hell did an exosuit end up in the Mesozoic era?
まあ、せ
Before
やね。
vortexes were invented?
Because of stupid time travel. There is no before. No wonder science is obsessed with this tech.
And tried to trick us into hacking into his old research when he couldn't. Hyzo, the vortexers, the exo-fighters, these Gordon Goose. IBS's great evolutionary leap came from the past, and the company's entire future rests on keeping a secret.
And I gave that man a decent burial. I'm of a mind to go out there and dig him right back up.
Let's do one better. Let's give him a call. You should have told us everything, Science. The origin suit, the vortex generator tech.
Those are corporate secrets, my friend.
Okay, Doc. You keep on living life the IBS way. The Golden Goose data stays with us.
Golden... Oh, hey, no, wait, whoa, wait.
Wait for what, Dr.
Okay, wait,
Science?
no, stop. It's Hyzal. When the island was destroyed, we lost the technology for the production of Hyzal. Golden Goose is the kind of thing that changes the world, baby. Which is why I hope you'll forgive me for this.
ここでマジェスティさん。ビクトリが超強いよな。怪我してんのに。よう膝いかれへんな、あの熱。なけて。 あ、いった。
Oh dear. System.
Sandy.
Sandy. He yanked out a whole memory core. I can try to restore her from backup, but she can't do it. Majesty.
マジェスティ大丈夫かいな。サンディ。
Thank you for choosing your IB-BOS Tactical Assistance AI.
Sandy? She's gone.
サンディがそうメモリーコアをね引っこ抜かれて記憶がリセットされてしまったんですよね。ああ、せっかく冗談まで言うようになったのに。
I knew I had it somewhere. Ace, look, this is what Sandy's memory core looks like. Okay, this is what you need to find.
Alders. We all miss Sandy. But she's gone, Alders. I am sorry. She's gone.
No. I mean, not necessarily. Her user interface, her personality is designed to be merged with other units. Look, remember how we're supposed to merge Sandy with the HQ network after every mission?
Sure, but we never do because it's stupid rule and we keep Sandy our own way.
Yes, exactly. That's what's got me thinking. If we can find old Sandy's memory core and bring it back, we might be able to integrate her memory with this new Sandy.
Hello.
Alders. There are thousands of exofighters out there. Think about it. How will we find science and that piece of shit Durbin now that they have what they want?
No. That's just it, Madge. They don't have what they want. The Golden Goose data on Sandy's core was incomplete. She only had 2 of the data packets backed up to her core. Signs doesn't have the whole thing.
And he doesn't know it yet.
They'll be searching, which means we are still one step ahead.
We need Sandy's core back. Which means we're probably going to have to fight Durbin to the death. The eyes drip terror, but the hands are still at it.
Wait, what did she say? What does that mean? That sounded scary.
It means we need plan.
だから結局はサンディの取られた子を取り戻さないといかんのよね。メモリーコアさえ戻ってくればなんとかなるから。結局そうだからダーバンは組んでたん？ダーバンとサインズは。そういうことなん？
The old ancient exosuit trick. 3 more and we earn free foot-long submarine sandwich. Ugh, this one gives me creeps. Do you know how hard it is to give me the creeps? So how long was the ground able to contain this particular curse? Do we know?
680 years.
And how do we come to that number?
That black box uses a radioactive isotope cell to power the suit's locator circuit. Isotope niobium-91 has a half-life of 680 years. Any longer than that, and the power cell would have died.
Chief, I'm beginning to think maybe you're reading too many spec sheets.
Much younger than Origin Suit. Have you seen Black Box data?
Sandy managed to hack it when Ace got near this chamber during the war game. Right, Sandy?
Affirmative. The data was heavily corrupted. More time is required for a complete reconstruction and analysis.
We are about to hear the last words of an exofighter. Words that have been lost to time for centuries. Orders, this might be the coolest day of your life.
What I can't explain is why those greedy bastards never found it.
Especially considering the suit's black box has a standard locator beacon. It literally sat there for centuries, signaling its location on the rescue frequency. Anyone up there with a locator could have found it in a matter of seconds.
The original suit was so old the beacon was long dead. I guess they didn't think to look.
Tragic lack of imagination.
Was it you? Come on, Ace, don't look at me like that. Was it you? You shot the Watchers down, didn't you? Well, whoever it was. I'd like to give them a medal. It damaged their network security. I was able to get past the system's protections and intercept this. It's drone data. The Watchers are constantly transmitting it back to Leviathan. Basically his eyes and ears. It's been watching the exofighters, but it looks like it's also been recording data from the dinosaurs too.
Correct. There are numerous variables being reported in the data transmissions. Reflex response, fight or flight reactions in each subject, violence index.
So the question is, why is Leviathan suddenly studying dinosaurs? Ace, listen to this. I had Sandy search for any mention of the headhunters in the radio transmissions we intercepted during the war games.
Dad! It's us! Hold your fire! She's dead, Marquesi. We gotta move! She's right there! Babs! Re-envision your success. Jesus Christ! Marquesi! Marquesi! Look at her suit! She's a fucking headhunter! No! She'll stop if she sees me! Marquesi! Dad! It's me! I'm coming out!
Good Lord.
Reminds me of bedtime song grandmother would sing when we could not sleep. But, you know the one. The viper and the suckling pig.
Ace, maybe do us all a favor. If you see a headhunter, head quietly in the opposite direction, yeah?
結局ヘッドハンターズになった。それは何なんや。
So, I've got a theory about these headhunters. Sandy?
The spinal column of the exosuit mimics that of the human body. It sends autonomic nerve signals to the suit's limbs in survival situations. The suit can process reactions to pain and adrenaline spikes that happen too fast for a pilot to react.
It's reflexive. Like jerking your hand away from a fire before you consciously made the decision to move it. It's incredible, really. The exosuits are capable of anticipating attacks. Their unique sensor packages are constantly processing all kinds of battlefield microdata from moment to moment.
Alders, we are two pilots and engineer. We know this.
Well, then you know the human pilot is the bottleneck. The suit itself is faster than we are.
Faster than you, maybe.
Well, we all have our little imperfections. The spinal unit was designed to offset those human shortcomings. And we all know Leviathan uses the data from war games to continually perfect the suits. Do you see? The exosuits those pilots were wearing are constantly upgrading themselves to be ready for any combat situation, whether the pilot inside is ready or not.
All these exofighters sent to die. To improve a system that was created to keep them alive. This is major big-time psychopath.
Or the AI equivalent. See, it's contrary to the directive. The only way artificial intelligence can go wrong like that is if the input data is biased or wrong. It would only be possible if you mess with data already coded in an AI's root architecture. It's black box, so to speak. Now, what does that have to do with headhunters, you ask?
I did not, but I would have. Continue.
If you give an AI like Leviathan the directive, improve our exosuits, it has to complete it. It doesn't matter whether that takes 100 tries or 1,000,000, all that matters is using whatever data the exosuits send to increase the suit's survival capabilities. See, look at these early exosuits in combat. They're acting like humans, protecting each other, trying to stay alive. But if something happened in Leviathan's black box, say someone at IBS decided human empathy was slowing down efficiency, and say added new black box data to Leviathan,
it would alter exosuits updates. But what kind of data turns exofighters to headhunters?
What has primal killer instincts, lacks the brain development for a complex emotion like empathy, and already contributes to the stream of data that Leviathan is tracking.
That maniac machine is using dinosaurs to program exosuits?
That's my theory. Listen to this.
Re-envision your success.
See, the suit accepts the update from Leviathan, then starts fighting like an animal. I think the headhunters are Leviathan's prototypes for the next evolution of the exosuit.
But pilots can override suits' combat choices. If you are right, what is keeping pilots from overriding the suit?
They're already dead. Think about it. Anytime an exofighter dies with their suit intact, Leviathan can slot the new combat instinct data package into the suit's spinal column. And voila, instant headhunter.
Zombies. You're talking about zombie exofighters.
Zombie dinosaur exofighters, not to put too fine a point on it.
Grave robbers.
All for the perfect suit.
More than that. If Leviathan's doing this to the software, what's it doing to the hardware? What are you making, Grave Robber?
なるほどな。ヘッドハンターズ、突然凶暴化する奴らってことやったのか。
Odd.
What now?
Haruka, the chief's sister. The IBS security put her workstation on lockdown when she was fired. But before they could investigate, 1,000,000 tons of space elevator fell on them. They never worked out what she was working on.
What, this? Haruka's last act as valued member of IBS family was conversation with Mystery Man?
God, I wish we had Haruka's side of the conversation.
Any idea who she was talking to?
That's the weirdest part. There's no sender, no IP address, no network data of any kind. See, she was talking through Leviathan's network, but it's like no one was on the other end. Like she was talking to a ghost.
Talking to a ghost. そこにいるのか、それなら希望はまだある。そう、私はナディだ。時間があまりないので手短に説明する。IBS に発見されたのは誤算だった。私の目的はあなたと同じだ。そのために戻ったのだ。リヴァイアさんを止めるために。絶望的な状況だったが、気がつけばここにいた。なぜかわからないが、一つだけ確かなことがある。このチャンスを無駄にしてはいけない。私たちはすぐに行動しなければならないということだ。IBS に1機目のストラトベーターを建設させてはならない。1機目が完成したら世界中でストラトベーターの建設が始まり、世界規模で時空の歪みが発生する。問題はその利便性だ。廃ゾルによって成り立つ社会を止めることは不可能だ。危険性がいくらあろうとも人々の欲望は止まらない。だからそうなる前に今手を積んだ。私がリヴァイアさんのセンサーを無効化する。その隙にあなたはマニュアル操作でボルテクサーを 2520rpm に設定してもらいたい。タンクはケーブルから十分距離があるところに設置されているため、ケーブルが損傷することはない。リヴァイアさんを破壊したら、アンカーディビジョンネットワークも内部から全てシャットダウンする。そう、なんかボルテクサーをマイナス 2520rpm に設定したら、リヴァイアさんの破壊が起こるってこと？ちょっと待って。もう一回これ見たい。
Odd.
What now?
Haruka.
あ、スキップしたら終わっちゃうんや。
Odd.
What now?
Haruka, the chief's sister. The IBS security put her workstation on lockdown when she was fired. But before they could investigate, 1,000,000 tons of space elevator fell on them. They never worked out what she was working on.
What? This? Haruka's last act as valid member of IBS family was conversation with Mystery Man?
God, I wish we had Haruka's side of the conversation.
Any idea who she was talking to?
Yeah, that's the weirdest part. There's no sender, no IP address, no network data of any kind. See, she was talking through Leviathan's network, but it's like no one was on the other end. She was talking to a ghost.
選択するのはあなただ。自分の信念に従ってほしい。だが悩んでる時間はあまりない。すぐ行動しないと。一回東口から2人の IBS セキュリティがそちらに向かっている。階段を使ってその場を離れるんだ。もしビルに再び入館できなかったとしても、私への連絡方法は伝えた通りだ。あなたは信じてよかった。さあ、急いでくれ。っていう風な、あれをしててね。ズームアウト。
Analysis complete.
What's that?
I have restored the corrupted data from the Bikitoa ruins.
Oh, brilliant. The data's locked. Sandy, can you run a system check?
All systems are functioning.
Damn.
Anyone got a 600-year-old password lying around?
Can we... I don't know. Hack it? How many possible combinations could there be?
A 6-digit numerical password has exactly 1,000,000 possible
100万の組み合
combinations.
わせがある。
With a processing time of 20 seconds per attempt, the analysis would require 16,666 days, 66 hours, and 66 minutes.
Maybe we get lucky, and it's 000002.
It's our best bet, I suppose. Hack it, Sandy.
Understood.
1万時間とか言った？それってどれぐらいの時間なんや？
I've got it!
Did you say something?
This Bikatoa was some big brain exofighter. 600-year-old password, Chief said. Yes? Look. 6 pillars. 6 different height. Give you 6 numbers.
No way.
なるほどね。
Try 136254.
Son of a bitch, you did it, man. You actually did it.
Hush. Listen.
Hello. My name is Victoria Ivanovna Ignatieva.
What?
If you are hearing this, it means either the mission of my people still has hope of success, or IBS found my exosuit and our fight was in vain.
Majesty?
Shh.
I do not know what time I was sent to. What I do know is that I have been trapped here for 17 years now. My grandmother would say, hope for God, Victoria, but do not be reliant. I have never been reliant. This is why I made this recording. If you have my suit, you will have questions. The cause of everything is space-time distortions. I am from year 2051. In my time, IBS had built space elevators all over the world. These stratovators are giant fuel extractors. They drill into time to extract the fuel source we know as Heisel. Everyone wanted Heisel. Limitless energy at low price. They have no competition and demand is great. The more we had, the more we wanted. Stratovators and the fuel they extract made IBS unstoppable. You would think such an advanced society would know. But the miser always paid twice, huh? And the debt is red when paid. Every ounce of Heisel distorted our time and space, drop by drop. Bringing every little bit into our time caused bending a four-dimensional cosmic grid of reality. And reality was tearing under the stress. This is how you get T-Rex in Times Square and Raptors at a tennis championship. It was happening everywhere. No hope. In my time, I was leader of resistance against IBS. Revolutionary. My comrades... my friends, I remember with great pride. Our mass protests were answered with citywide curfews. We were told anyone who resists law enforcement would be treated as terrorists. They left us no choice but to become what they feared. A resistance to be reckoned with. We freed political prisoners, bombed distribution centers, hacked drone ships. Oh, we managed to commandeer a stratovator and take it offline. That is when we found Yannick Nadi. Nadi was the key.
Noddy, from Haruka's message.
Alders!
Ow! Right, sorry.
It was Nadi who gave our movement the missing piece. The original time travel technology behind Heisel and IBS Empire. I used it. The plan was to go back in time and prevent the construction of First Stratovator. I was to reset the entire timeline. According to Nadi, it was possible. And we were out of moves. At the time, it seemed like the only way. You could call it Nadi's dying wish. To right the wrong IBS wouldn't. We thought we could be heroes. Look where that got me. Cast away in time. Hope for God, but do not be reliant. Maybe this is all waste of time. I have recorded this message again and again, and erased them all. I worry how it might affect future. Part of me wishes I could give up and let it all happen again. The people on this island, they cannot tell me what year it is. There's no concept of Gregorian calendar here. They've never seen horse and buggy, let alone an exosuit. They call me Bigatoa. I can make fire with my fingertip. Leap to the tallest treetop. I am short as hell on miracles, but I can offer gift. Encrypted in this recording is a time-space algorithm we stole from IBS. It brought me here. Now perhaps this information can aid your resistance. If IBS exists in your time, they are making my world again. I still have hope. Very unlike me, I know. But it is you I rely on now, comrade. Use the algorithm, and know that sometimes something becomes so corrupt, so ruthless, so ruinous. The only way to change is to burn it down. Don't let it get that far. You cannot make revolution. You must be revolution. It is you or it is nothing. Good luck, my friend beyond time.
ビクトリアがビキトアになったんかな、もしかして。名前の音の感じから。
My friend beyond time.
Bullshit! I'm not a revolutionary.
Well, future you would disagree.
This is not my future. You do not understand.
Don't I?
No, that is not what I meant. I'm just... Stop. Why does this have to be so goddamn hard? All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot. Number one. I've been on 6 crews in 2 years. You didn't know what you were getting when you got me. You think that everything is fine if I do...
Hey. We knew.
My whole life. Aviation is a whore.
Oh, Madge, easy. Look, you made your point, right? Or at least we can make it in a less ricochet-prone environment. Yeah. When did you get the gun back?
What am I supposed to do now?
Majesty. Victoria. Feeling like your whole life is screwed? That just makes you one of us. Welcome to the Hammerheads.
Oh.
So, this is other me's data.
Yes. I believe she called it a time displacement algorithm. It's similar to what Leviathan uses when it moves Ace through time. 1, 8, 1. Madge, this is part of Golden Goose. We can use this. So, how does it feel to be a goddess?
Huh. On one hand, I can see it. It fits profile. On the other hand, all those years I built my life around Ibius and being a badass exofighter. Now, there's me, Ibius exofighter, and me, badass revolutionary. It's much to reconcile. Like I said, fits profile.
Have you had a chance to watch the video again?
No.
Maybe watch it again sometime. And if it feels true, then maybe that means something. There you are, you bastard. I got him. It's Durbin.
You found that rascalot?
He was picked up on a security camera near one of Anchor Division's facilities. He's got to be long gone by now. But it looks like having Leviathan on his side might be a slight issue. Looky here.
Who needs security clearance when you have 9-ton Triceratops to open door?
And the signed Anchor Division data center. Sandy, what's wrong with this picture?
Why use a battering ram when you work with Dr. Garrett Sines?
Exactly. Sandy, you're coming back, old girl.
ほんまやね。ちょっと一旦閉じて。
Chief, were you
using that to clean the hangar floor? I was. Hey, at least it's good for something.
Right. I'll, dispose of this and reprint for records. Excuse me.
Sure thing. They make very good coasters.
部隊名メモ、エグズファイターネットワーク補足通達シート。エグズファイター部隊 EX38。前回のキャリア修理の際にそちらのメンバーが本部の許可もなく非公式な部隊名、ハンマーヘッズおよびロゴを使用していることが分かりました。IBS 1ファミリー教訓セミナーでも説明があった通り、このような行為は IBS のブランドイメージを損なうことになります。直ちに非公式の部隊名とロゴの使用をやめてください。この命令に関する問い合わせがある場合、人事部ホットラインをご利用ください。そちらのメンバーが本部の許可もなく非公式な部隊名。
Ace, someday, I'm going to meet a woman as excited about me as Martina was about that computer. I bet she got that raise too.
オリジンスーツメモリー回収。 2023年2月21日、サインズ博士、驚くべき進展がありました。添付画像はオリジンスーツの内部から回収したコンピューターコンポーネントです。IO サポートを特定して入電したところ、オリジンスーツに搭載されていたコンピューターから反応がありました。EIOS のテキスト出力を外部モニターに表示することにも成功しています。初期チェック後に一旦シャットダウンしましたので、この出力テキストを確認してください。メールを書きながら興奮で手の震えが収まりません。止まりませんか。まさに奇跡です。ついにオリジンスーツからデータを回収できるかもしれません。週末にかけてメモリーの内容を解析するためにリバイアさんへデータを流し込むので、月曜日の朝に結果を報告できるかと思います。少々お待ちください。昇級についてもご検討ください、マルティーナ。
So this is how it fits. Yannick Nardi, you feisty bastard.
Who is bastard now?
Madge, you gotta see this. Ace! Chief!
Peace, brother, peace. You have my attention.
Okay, so we've been getting all this weird data, right? None of it makes sense. But then, in comes the mystery man Haruka was talking with through Leviathan, who was also apparently part of Goddess Madge's revolution.
All things we already know.
And these images, the ones we thought were marketing mock-ups. Look, Yannick Nardi. Same here, Yannick Nardi.
Same name, so?
Yes, it's a name, but it's not just any name. It's his name. Okay, look. Ibius reverse engineers all their exosuit tech using the origin suit. And where there's an exosuit pilot, right?
Alders, when was last time you had sleep?
Listen, the exosuit's brainstem bypass collects and stores all kinds of data from the pilot's mind. So, when Anchor Division pulls the data from the origin suit...
They pull spinal unit of suit and bring pilot's memory data inside buffer.
Got it in one. Yannick Nardi was the pilot of the origin suit. And the digital ghost Haruka was getting messages from.
If that's true, where did this Nardi come from?
The 24th century. Welcome to the future, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, there's Stradivators up all around the globe. Well, here, you can read it for yourself. Go on.
That's why I came back. Leviathan has to be stopped. They'll build Strativators all over the planet.
Stop for a moment and think about all the trouble we've had with one. Dinosaur outbreaks, space-time distortions, the chaos it's caused already. Now, imagine the world with hundreds of them.
All owned and operated by Big Daddy IBS. Jeez of peace.
This Noddy wanted to come back in time to destroy Leviathan. He wanted to save our future.
He went a little too far back.
Yes, I mean, he died in the Cretaceous period, so obviously. But that's not the point. The point is Yannick Nardi died trying to stop Leviathan.
Which is how Anchor retrieved data from Origin Suit.
They did the only thing that made sense. They loaded the Origin Suit data into Leviathan for analysis.
And trapped the mind of Yannick Nardi inside the AI. That is some time-loop mindfuck.
That poor, brave man. I mean, he became what he set out to destroy. It's like a Greek tragedy.
And what did my sister have to do with this?
Now that's the question of the hour. Noddy was helping Haruka with something.
But what?
何の手伝いを破壊するためになんかうんちゃらかんちゃらっていうやり取りをしてたよね。
How's the wound healing?
Better. Why so worried?
Oh, I'm not worried. I'm invested. I mean, I'm the closest thing you got to a nurse on this entire island.
That's a comforting thought. What's the word on Durban?
The word is slippery. By the time we've got a location, he's already gone. And what I wonder is, how is it he steps out of war games and keeps his head? Right? I mean, nothing happens to him.
I think, he works for science. Maybe answer is there.
Well, we'll figure it out. And hey, take it easy and get yourself healed up. Just between you and me. If Ace bites it out there...
Alders...
Well, we'll need you to pilot it. Ace! Ace, I just... How are you? You step so quietly for someone in combat boots. So, how are you?
ああ、なるほど。一個一個つながってるデータがここは更新されていく感じか？てか統合されていくのか。How to escape? で、ここいっぱいあったもんな。多分そのうちの1個になるってことかな。そうなんやね。よう考えたら何本も線出てんのよね、ここって。うんうん。でも新コードはこれで 81%。じゃあ残りの1個。
Chief, I've got something here.
What am I looking at?
Everybody knows Anchor Division used a silent security shell around their servers. Any external communication had to pass through the buffer before being broadcast. But what they might not have known is that also applied to their private terminals. So, I had Sandy hack in and search for any communication that was stopped before it could get off the island. And this was the fruit of her labors. It's from Haruka.
It's an email.
It's addressed to you, Chief. I haven't opened it. I'll give you a minute.
Yeah. Thanks. Sandy. How long before the incident was this?
5 days, Chief.
God. She needed me. She needed me and I didn't know.
はるかのメール。今も飛んでる？兄さん、久しぶりで悪いんだけど、ちょっと困ったことになって、昔みたいなロレンツマジックが必要なの。パスポートは IBS に没収されちゃって、ビクター島から出れないの。素敵な IBS らしい生活でしょ？兄さんの知り合いでここの民間滑走路から出発できるジェットパイロットいないかな。新しいパスポートの発行3ヶ月後だってまでビキター空港から出られないけど民間の飛行場からは出られると思う。初のストラトベータの運行に合わせてストラトベータプラットフォームから乗りたかったけどもうそれどころじゃないね。兄さんがストラトベータ広めのパーティーに乱入してくれない限り連絡が取りやすいように私のポーソルっていうのアカウントのリンクを貼っておくね。あるか。BS ポリビアスなのかなわからない。を練習しておいてね。兄さんのハイスコアが超えるから。で、そう言ってメールが送られてきててんけど、それは結局ブロックされてたから、彼は知らんかった。っていうことやね。うん。アルダーズ キャリアクルー。マジェスティエース。はい。で、これに繋がってるよとかを出してくれるわけね。はいはい。ほんじゃあまあ、今一旦溜まってるデータを見たので、今日はここまでにしたいと思います。ありがとうございました。おつでした。